I'm Hương Tran, professional communication student and activist. I'm passionate about zero waste and sustainable living. I'm a massive believer that waste is the most concerning, universal issue that must be well managed in any society.
In this report video, I'm going to give suggestions on waste management in Vietnam.
In Vietnam, recycling has been a very informal activity, performed mainly by waste pickers who want to earn some extra money. Waste isn't separated at the source. 60 to 65% all end up in landfills. The rest end up in our waterways and by the roads. If we don't treat it right, waste will come back. Yes, surprisingly, in our bodies. Those single-use plastics that we conveniently purchase and dump every day are washed down into the ocean. After a period of sun exposure, they are disintegrated into tiny pieces called plastic smoke and then consumed by sea creatures and birds. In other words, plastics have entered our food chain, circling around and accumulating toxins in our bodies. If we give it the right treatment, waste can be so valuable. Waste can be separated into different categories: organics, recyclable, soft plastic, electronic, and charity waste. The prototype that we should definitely put out for testing is compactor bins, which handle specific waste types. Compactors are a great way to condense large volumes of compactable material. It's preferable to uncompacted waste, as it requires less space, fewer bins. They are built to last, tightly sealed, therefore combat odor, overflowing problems, and keep a pleasant look for the city. Compactors can be placed on the pavement, alleyways within walking distance from every household. It's painful to look at food waste rotting in landfills while if it is composted, it is such a valuable asset. In a nutshell, compost is a collection of organic waste that decompose after several months and eventually turns into humus, an extremely nutrient-rich soil. You need an equal amount of browns and greens. Browns are the tree matters. Greens are more wet stuff. But stay away from meat, oil, cooked foods, and dairy products, which take longer to break down and can attract pests. The composted soil and soil conditioner can be sold to farms and used in parks. Composting keeps materials out of landfills, returns nutrients to farms, and reduces the production of very potent greenhouse gases. Separating organic waste at source saves the time of manual separation, reduce impurities, and therefore increase the quality of compost. Being among top 6 countries in Asia responsible for discarding millions tons of plastics in the ocean every year, Vietnam must take immediate actions to recycle plastics. Soft plastics that can be scrunched into a bowl are collected from the bins at convenience stores in the city, then shredded into tiny pieces, further densified into little pellets, mixed with thicker recycled plastics and turned into products that last over 40 years. Recycled plastic is resistant to termites, microorganisms, and moisture, and would never split, rot, crack, or need painting. By sending our government representatives to visit the facilities currently recycling waste, we can learn how to replicate what's being done. So say we catch up with the technologies, but are citizens catching up with the vision of a zero-waste city? In order to welcome a new wave of smart citizens, we have to start with awareness. There are many environmental groups who can deliver education programs at schools, municipalities, and in public spaces. Especially with the youth, we must first teach them to become responsible citizens, from classifying waste, using tote bags when shopping, refusing single-use plastics whenever possible, to making their own natural products at home. It takes years to change everyone's behaviors. The government can open a competition to attract young marketers who are willing to contribute ideas for an effective raising awareness campaigns. Campaigns that reward people for separating their waste and bringing them to waste stations. Have drop points for soft plastics, electronic, and charity bins at every convenience stores. We need a strict law that requires residents and businesses to separate waste. The city government has to connect and send the message across effectively to all concerning stakeholders. All initiatives should be transparent, allowing publics to track progress timeline and look for clear instructions on the city's website. I don't believe that the burden of waste should have to fall on consumers. I think first that burden should fall on businesses that are manufacturing these products that create waste. They must offer a take back and recycle service in exchange for discounts or use biodegradable packaging. The government should help expand existing eco-friendly startups into bookshops or package-free shops.
Cities in Vietnam should aim to be zero waste, and it is achievable.